What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant says, I am the big dog at 168, and I ain't chasing nobody. What's my thoughts on Caleb Plant? Let's look at 168. 68 is a forgotten weight class that has picked up some steam since Canelo Alvarez has been there, Danny Jacobs is there. You know, eventually I think Jermall Charlo will get there in time. And, you know, they're big enough to do so, I think. I think they can fit in the 160, well, he can fit in the 168-pound division. However, what do we have? We have Canelo Alvarez, a unified champion already, as he beats Caleb Smith for the WBC. Right? He had the WBO regular, right? Now, the IBF and the WBA, Billy Joe Saunders has one of those titles, right? Caleb Plant has the other. And there's supposed to be a super fight or a unification with Canelo and Billy Joe, supposedly, in the works. So I feel that Caleb Plant stating that, hey, I won't chase anybody, I think that has something to do with pride, because he has to understand that Canelo's still fighting on the zone. And him saying that I'm not chasing anyone, it doesn't look good. Why? Because if Canelo beats Billy Joe Saunders, he will have 3 belts compared to Caleb Plant's 1. What kind of bargaining power will Caleb Plant really have? You see what I'm saying? Like, him saying, like, hey, I ain't chasing nobody. That's the same when Deontay Wilder would say that about Anthony Joshua, when Anthony Joshua was a 3-time, or he has 3 belts in the same weight class and you have 1. And you're saying, well, I ain't chasing nobody. I ain't this, I ain't that. That sounds like some typical PBC stuff. However, I would love to see the fight, but him saying, well, I'm the top dog, I ain't chasing nobody. You know, I mean, that just shows that you're not calling anyone else out either, for that matter. You're not calling them out. And you know, somebody like Canelo, you know, he's in the top of the sport and he's pound for pound. You know, but you're not chasing anybody. I mean, if anything I see less hunger from someone saying that I'm not chasing anybody. Anybody that's calling you out is a person that means that I'm chasing you. I'm calling you out. I want you. When you're saying I'm not chasing nobody, that shows the complete opposite. And again, I like Caleb Plant. I love his story. I love the things that he went through, and he's still prevailing. But maybe, just maybe, I could be wrong. I wish I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But it seems like Caleb Plant may be one of those fighters that maybe gets comfortable. He might get comfortable with the idea, well, hey, I'm the champion, and being the champion that I am at the weight class I am, despite all the other belts in the weight class, I'm comfortable with that. I'm fine with that. And another thing, what warrants him being the big dog in the division? You know, where's the unification? See, it was different when David Benavidez had the WBC, and Benavidez was that guy that he could fight and could even up the belts. But at this day and age, he can't do that because David lost the belt on the scales. Yeah, he couldn't make the weight, so he lost the belt. Canelo and Caleb Smith fought for that vacant belt, right? And Caleb Smith was a belt holder. So Canelo has what? 2 belts. He beats Billy Joe Saunders, that's the other one, right? I think that's the WBO, if I'm not mistaken. So him saying, hey, I'm the big dog in the division, it just seems like, hey, I'm talking shit of confidence. You know, I'm talking things to boost myself and boost my own self-confidence, which is nothing wrong with that. But hey, don't be delusional if you really believe that, because if you're the top dog, you have to show you're the top dog by either fighting stiff competition, go in there and beat David Benavidez if you are that top guy, right? Now I understand that he's not desperate for a fight. I get that. Because a lot of people just see that Canelo contract and jump on it. We already know he ain't going to do that. He ain't going to do that. Billy Joe Saunders didn't do that. Why not? Because Canelo has become notorious for that. He's become notorious for throwing bullshit contracts out there. And just because he's Canelo Alvarez, they supposed to take it like a bone with a little piece of meat on it. You know what I mean? These are fighters. They're all fighters. They all should be respected the same. So I get that. So I always give you guys two sides and two different perspectives on what could possibly be the reason. But for him saying, hey, I'm the top dog, that's just him boosting his confidence, because he's really shown you, besides beating Uzcategui, right? That only shows you that, hey, I'm just saying this for bragging rights. Because he hasn't done anything lately to say, hey, I'm the top dog. You know what I mean? What warrants that? Again. But hopefully he will get the opportunity to show that he's the top dog in the division. You guys tell me what you think about Caleb Plant saying I'm the top dog. Leave your comments below. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.